this out. What was in the mailbox? Jake and Tricky kissing. You all know Jake from Subway Surfers and Tricky, and they're really kissing here. Are they really a couple, Cayman? Oh my God, I think so, because we have 2 different photos from 2 different days in 2 different situations where Jake kisses Tricky and Tricky kisses Jake. And look here, even at the tracks, by the trains, they're kissing. Hey folks, if you also believe that Jake and Tricky are a couple from Subway Surfers, go ahead and smash that like button, because there's no better proof than these 2 photos right here. But the good news is that we've got a drone, which means we can keep an eye on them to see if Let's Flex the man, but where at? By the tracks, we'll take the drone over to the tracks, and then we can only hope to find the lovebirds, Jake and Tricky there. Maybe we'll really catch them kissing with the drone. Hey, that would be so epic, folks. Hit like, then watch the video all the way to the end, and we'll launch the drone, okay? Now, the drone is in the air, and we're on the fastest route to the tracks where Jake and Tricky are supposed to meet, man. Yeah, you heard that right. Jake and Tricky are planning to meet up. Why? Because I think they're a couple. They're in love. Just picture it. We see them, and dudes, they're kissing. How awesome would that be? If you guys agree, smash that like button and drop a comment. Do you think Jake and Tricky are a couple? I'm all in on this. I'm 100% sure that those 2 are a couple and in love, Jake and Tricky. It would be best if we catch them with the drone today, right? There's the train, friends, and we'll follow it directly after it, Flexi, right? After it. Why? Because tracks and trains are always very good. Why? Because that could be Jake. You know, the Subway Surfers, they're always riding the trains. Why? Yeah, they glide properly and ride on these tracks and trains. But Flexi, man, the train is way too fast. I just can't keep up with the drone. Really? Where are you headed? I'm staying here, man. I'm going up now. Guys, we're turning around, man. We're flying the rails in the other direction. Jake has got to be somewhere around here, right? Yeah, friends, you all know what Jake looks like. Like him. We have to look out for such a hat and Tricky, man. Red hat, denim jacket and Tricky, and a skateboard or a surfboard. We're flying back along the tracks because they glide on the tracks. That's quite a tongue twister they slide. Definitely. Guys, make sure to leave a like. We're still looking for Jake and Tricky because we suspect, as you saw in the intro, that they're meeting up. Flexi, there's Jake. Oh my God, yes. Oh my God, he's made his way to the train station. Did you see that? Where did he go? How fast was he? Yeah, how? Always fast. You know how fast he is. He's as fast as Sonic. Guys, I really think Jake has run over to this train platform. You see, there are these 2 little shelters where people get on and off the trains, and that's where he must be, right? Don't tell me he's waiting there for Tricky. That means he's meeting Tricky right there. And the good thing is, we're on the scene with the drone. That makes sense, right, guys? But wait, I don't see Tricky. Oh no, there's a coin. A coin. There's a golden coin. Just like in the game. Exactly like in the game. You can always collect these coins and coins. There was one. But Flexi, man, we're right. Where's Tricky here? I don't know. Folks, we haven't seen Tricky yet. Jake, yes, but not Tricky. A person with a backpack, man. She's got to be around here somewhere, right? I'm flying along the tracks, guys. Let's see what happens. You all know Subway Surfers are the best. Train surfers, and those are the tracks. Tracks, trains. Jake and Tricky, this is the perfect example of why we're up in the air with the drone right now. Okay, Flexi, let's see. A bridge. Is that a bridge? Oh my God, a bridge. Okay, last time we saw the inspector on the bridge. Not this time, because this time the tracks go under the bridge. Okay, but we did see Jake. Where did he run off to? Maybe he's hiding under the bridge. Wait. There was an abandoned swimming pool next to the train station. Really? What if they're meeting at the pool? Because nobody goes to the pool these days. You see, it's cold, folks. It's cold. The pool, it's closed, right? It must be. It's deserted. And look, see how dirty the water is. It's full of leaves from fall. Not just that. There's no one there. Every swimming pool is closed nowadays. Why? Because it's cold. I'd say let's fly the drone really close to that little house, and maybe, just maybe, we'll spot something inside. There. Wow, look out there. Oh my God, Kevin, that's Fresh and Tricky. Oh wait, that's Fresh and Tricky. Did you see it? I saw it, man. It's Fresh and Tricky. Fresh always has his boombox with him and basketball, right? But why Fresh and Tricky? Hey, I thought Jake and Tricky were the lovebirds. Why now Tricky and Fresh are Fresh and Tricky? I don't know. I'm just looking in here. You can see this. This is our drone, but there's no one here. Where did they go? Where have they gone? Wait a minute, Flexi. That means Fresh and Tricky are a couple. No, I don't even want to know. You saw at the beginning of the video. We assumed Jake and Tricky were in love. Yes, of course. Exactly. That's the #1 love story, guys. So everyone go ahead and drop a like for that. But not yet for Fresh and Tricky. Dude, I've got goosebumps, man. That means Fresh is in love with Jake. No! No! And Tricky loves Fresh. No! And Jake is not even part of it anymore. No way, man. That can't be right. It's always just Tricky and Jake. I'm gonna keep flying, man. Look, here's a little kiddie pool. You see it? That's Yutani. What's he doing all by himself there? What is Yutani doing there all alone? He's watching Fresh and Tricky at the swim center. Okay, wait, in the empty swim center, Yutani, Fresh, and Tricky. But where's Jake? He's not there anymore. Hey, he's cleared out. We're scanning the whole deserted pool area with you guys. He must be somewhere around. You've seen it. Fresh and Tricky are with Yutani. But Jake, if I were Jake, I'd take off too if I saw my girlfriend with someone else. It's Fresh. I'm pretty sure Jake doesn't even know about it yet because he isn't here. Or maybe he was watching, you know? And he saw the two of them meet up because, like I said, the pool was by the tracks. Jake was at the tracks, so he easily could have seen Fresh and Tricky meet up at the pool and kiss her. Maybe even more so. We didn't see that, and that's why Jake ran away, because he can't bear it, folks. Exactly. That's why he took off. Oh no! Oh no! The inspector! Oh, he's run off. He's chasing after him. You saw that? He ran off. And guys, if the inspector has seen something chasing after, it means that he might be after Jake, Tricky, or Fresh around the trains. Did he run into one of the changing rooms, guys? Where's the inspector who ran off? He doesn't need to change because the inspector looks like the police. He doesn't need to change clothes. Look at this. There are so many lockers open and closed. Open or closed? Both. Wait, there's still that pool. Yeah. We're flying over the water surface now. There's definitely still water in it, even though it's closed. You've got to think about it, guys. There's water in the pool and it's closed. We've now met everyone except for Jake. Even the inspector. Everyone at the pool. Everyone. Even the inspector. Yeah, but why is Fresh meeting up with Tricky? I don't know. Maybe they're just best friends and Jake caught... Nobody's in this cabin, guys. We're still looking for Jake because Jake wanted to meet up with Tricky, but instead Tricky met with Fresh. Tricky met with someone entirely different. Not Jake, but Fresh. Look, Fresh. Hey, friends, we're gonna fly a little higher now and take a look at the whole abandoned Freiburg from above, because we need to spot this cap. That's what Jake looks like. Jake, that's Jake for sure. And from up here, we can keep a better eye on everyone. But somehow, they must be around here, folks. I don't see them, though. Here it's green and blue. There's a blue basketball court. The water's blue. The grass is green. Of course, we're still near this outdoor pool and the tracks. The tracks? Yes, the train station. Exactly. You see, trains go around here and there are the tracks. So Jake could really be nearby. He must be nearby. Slowly, I'm starting to believe your theory might be right, that Jake saw it and took off in complete sorrow and tears. In the woods, among the trees, he must have seen Fresh and Tricky. But why they probably kissed Flexi, right? There's no other way. And then he ran off, full of sorrow, full of anger, full of fear. That's what it's all about. I can't imagine it any other way. Must be Jake. I don't know exactly. He's bolted, full of fear and rage. It can't be that his girlfriend is meeting up with Fresh. It's a love story. Tricky and Jake. Jake and Tricky. But what's Yutani doing there? You saw Yutani was there. Was he maybe just there by chance? No, man. You know what I see? Look, I'm gonna fly over there. See that? Yeah, that's a parking lot. We're gonna fly the drone over to a parking lot and look for Jake. There he is. There he is. He really got caught. Oh my God. Yes, he's taken off, man. After him. Where did he go? Obviously, Flexi, he doesn't want us to watch him crying, man. He's ashamed, of course, because his girlfriend met with Fresh. His girlfriend left him, and now he's really sad, and now we're filming him, and he's running off. What a love story. Guys, give this love story a like, man. Oh my God, Jake and Tricky, you guys were a couple. Flexi, I have a question for you. Whose side are you on? Are you with me? Are you Team Jake or Team Tricky? Team Jake, of course. Of course, Jake is the best, dude. Look at him. Naturally, that's why I'm wearing Jake's cap too. And I love riding skateboards and surfboards, everything. I still can't believe that Tricky did that kissing Fresh. Oh my. We definitely need to follow up on this story in the next video. But for now, we're still looking for Jake with the drone. Where did he go? You all know that Jake is a subway surfer, right? What if he's gone back to the tracks to surf again? He could do that anywhere else, man. He could just rush across the field on his skateboard. Look, there's a train, dude. He loves trains. You saw it. He's always waving at the trains, right? Yeah. You know what? We're gonna fly a bit closer to the trains and the tracks. Why? Because that's probably where Jake is. There's the highest chance. We'll fly along the tracks, and if you see anything, you've got to look out for this cap. Let us know. Write in the comments, but definitely leave a like. We're just gonna fly straight now along the tracks, and then let's just hope that we find Jake. A train? Hold on a second. Who's there? Look, someone's walking down there to the left of the tracks. You see? Let them walk. There was no one just now. I need Jake. I don't need just anyone. I want to see Jake. Is that Jake? Look, he's definitely wearing a red cap. Guys, oh yeah, he's holding a surfboard, a skateboard, and he's got the red cap like the one I'm wearing too. He's got a red cap. We need to catch his face. We need to recognize his face, guys, but he's not lifting it up. It's Jake. Folks, we found Jake. Hold on. But there he is walking along by the tracks. He's not surfing. You're right about that. Notice something? Of course. He's just walking along the path instead of surfing on the rails. You know, when Jake is in a good mood, he's surfing on the tracks. Now he's just walking. That must mean he's really sad. I was just about to say, I think Jake is in a bad mood. That's why he's holding the skateboard in his hand and not riding it. You can see it in his shoulders too. He's slumping them as if he's lost all motivation to live. But why? Just because of Tricky and Fresh? I believe so, folks. It just can't be that Fresh and Tricky are now a couple. Man, Fresh was so cool. Jake and Tricky had been together for years, and now suddenly Fresh comes along and does this. Just the fact that Tricky left Jake. But why? Yeah, for Fresh. Oh my God, look, where's he going? In a fit of rage, he takes out his spray can and starts spraying around. What's he writing there? Tricky, I love you. I don't know, maybe he's crossing it out. It was a friend. Did you see what he sprayed? I'll tell you what he sprayed. He said, Tricky, I love you. I think the problem is his spray can is empty. And look, he's trying to spray something on. Of course it was empty because he's been out all day. Now his spray can's just empty. He can't spray anything more, but he doesn't even know why. Because he's grieving over his love. Poor Jake. Would you have thought something like this could happen to him? That he'd lose his great love? It's too big! Even for YouTube! This grand love story between Drake and Tricky! Oh man, what's Jake up to now? Oh my God! But guys, we're definitely gonna keep an eye on Jake with the drone. I don't get it, he can surf really well anyway. He's freaking awesome at riding. He can do it all. Oh man, wait! Surfboard, skateboard, everything! Jake, what? He's waving at the train! Jake! But why though? I don't know why Jake is doing that! Because he's alone. His only friends are the trains, the passengers on the train. Exactly, yeah. He's waving to someone he doesn't even know. Why? Because he lost his love, Tricky. If he knew you guys were supporting him, he might feel better. The best thing now is for you all to drop a like to support us. And of course, Jake, who's heartbroken? You've probably been heartbroken too, right? Look, he keeps turning around. It's like he's paranoid, constantly looking back. Why? Maybe he's hoping Tricky is behind him, that she's following him. Exactly, that she gives him a second chance. That's why he keeps looking back. He's hoping that his girlfriend is there and that he can say hello again and that he can kiss her, hug her, everything. It was love at first sight. Well, Flexi, not anymore. Yeah, not anymore. Now he's left Tricky for threshing. Why did we even start the drone? Come on again. He's waving again, man. Flexi, he's waving at 2 trains now. Guys, I'm so thankful for those trains that cheer him up a bit to lift his spirits just a touch. But on the other hand, we only knew about all this because we flew over everything with the drone. That's how we caught Thrash and Tricky. I'm gonna fly a bit closer to Jake. I want to see if we can recognize the sadness, if we can read any emotion on his face. I'm not sure. Please, no. Come on, I'm flying closer, Flexi. Hang in there, Jake. He sits down on the board. He's sitting down on his skateboard. I've never seen Jake lie down on his surfboard or skateboard like that. Poor guy. I really feel bad for him. Wow. Oh my God, no. Fresh and Tricky across from Jake. No, what are they doing? Oh, they're mocking him. They're laughing at him. What's going on here? Oh no, he's looking over. He spotted them. Oh no. Guys, did you see that? Fresh and Tricky are mocking Jake. OMG. He's grabbing his surfboard and he's throwing it